Hi, and welcome back to our series, Living with PTSD. I'm Dr. Judy Wesolowski, and this is my good friend, Gail Golden. Last time we talked about PTSD and some of the causes. Today, we're going to talk about medications, supplements, and diets that have worked and not worked for you. All right, so Gail, got a question for you.
Okay, all right.
Is PTSD an emotional problem, a mental problem, or a physical problem?
Yeah, it certainly feels like an emotional problem because with all that adrenaline and cortisol pumping through your body, you may be very, very scared. You may feel anxious. You may anger easily. So it feels emotional. It's not a mental illness. If you have PTSD, you did not just develop a mental illness. One reason you know that is because you know that what you're doing is irrational. You know that there's no reason for you to be so upset. You know that. I think a person who really is mentally ill believes that what they're doing is rational. You know you're not. You've got two parts of your brain fighting with each other. The front part, the prefrontal cortex, the sophisticated, more modern part, and the ancient part, the limbic system, fighting with each other. Is it a physical problem? Yes. I like to think of it that way. That helps me live with PTSD. It's a physical problem. Your amygdala in your limbic system is overreacting to things. It's like having a broken thermometer in your house. You know, if it's cold in the house and you want it to get a little bit warmer, you should be able to just push it a tiny bit and then you get a little warmer. With the amygdala, if you push it a tiny bit, it goes up, 20 degrees. Yeah.
Wow.
So I like to think of it as a physical condition. That helps me live with PTSD.
Okay, great. Now, what types of medications can help someone with PTSD?
Most physicians, most reputable physicians, and I've been to a lot of physicians, reputable and not so reputable, will prescribe an SSRI like Paxil. And I've tried a lot of different things, and everybody's different, but for me, that's the one that works the best. It's not perfect. You have to kind of figure out exactly how much you need, and it might not be in the exact dosage that the Paxil comes in or whatever your SSRI comes in. So you may have to be doing a lot of working yourself with a pill cutter, because if I take too little, it's not effective, and if I take too much, I feel groggy. So, but yeah, SSRIs is the best way to go right now.
Okay, great. Are there any medications that are often prescribed that are not helpful?
Yes, there are. So one condition that happens a lot with PTSD is, as we've said before, sleep is a real challenge. And if the doctor prescribes you something just for sleep, like Ambien, that can backfire. I wouldn't take it. I know some people who do take it and they're okay. But for me, it had that rebound effect that it has with a lot of people.
Okay.
So I got more anxious than I even was on the PTSD taking the Ambien. In fact, I thought that was something, I was having a nervous breakdown or something. It was just the rebound effect of the Ambien. I would say don't take it. It can make your PTSD worse. And the other thing, and a doctor might give it to you because they know it calms you down and they know it works fast, is Xanax or another benzo. These are not the drug of choice for PTSD. These can make things worse. You can't take those forever. Those are short-term fixes. Right. And when you go off of it, you're liable to experience a heightened anxiety. It's liable to make your PTSD worse. The SSRIs you can take for 20 years or more, and you don't keep needing more and more of it like you do the benzos in order for it to be effective. Don't take a benzo.
So now when you're talking rebound effect, you're saying that the medication does work.
Yeah.
But when it wears off,
Boing.
Boing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you're like, what's going on with me? I don't act like this. Yeah.
You're 10
you're
times
screaming,
worse.
you're crying, you're shaking. Yeah, it's awful.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Are there any supplements that can help?
A supplement that helps me is magnesium, but I do want to, and taking it right before bed, I want to warn everybody that some kinds of magnesium can cause diarrhea, and if you've already got an overactive bowel because of the PTSD, that's not going to be helpful, obviously. This kind doesn't. We are not paid by Doctor's Best. You can order this through Amazon. It's Doctor's Best high absorption magnesium, 100% chelated, and it doesn't give me anyway diarrhea. I take 3 of these at night before I go to bed, and it's not going to cure your PTSD. But if you're having difficulty with sleeping or staying asleep, taking this, at least it helps me calm down.
Magnesium is actually a smooth muscle relaxer. And so it just relaxes your whole body, including your bowels.
Yeah.
So that's why some people get loose stools or diarrhea on
Right.
it. So
Well, get that kind and it won't have the bowel problem.
nice,
Right.
nice. The other thing about magnesium is some people actually feel tired the next day.
Yes, so that's why I say take it at night, and it can really help you sleep.
Yeah.
At least it helps me. That's a tip.
Are vitamins okay to take?
Yeah, and I had one of the many quack therapists I went to tell me not to take them because they perk you up and you're trying to be calmer when you have PTSD.
Oh.
So I stopped taking all vitamins for a while, and then I was feeling very run down, and my nice doctor ordered blood tests, and it turned out I was deficient in some major vitamins. So I take vitamins, and I don't think it has any effect one way or the other on PTSD.
Because I would think that someone would want to build up your body in all ways.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just your mind, you're not just your spirit, you're not just your body. And vitamins is a way to help just keep you healthy.
Yeah, I would say don't worry about vitamins, at least in my experience.
So take them if you need
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
What about diet? What should you eat? What should you not eat? Anything you've experienced?
Well, yes. Okay, so one thing I was told when we finally realized it was PTSD is cut down on caffeine.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that was a good tip. I still eat chocolate, but I don't drink, caffeinated coffee or caffeinated tea.
Okay.
Once in a while when decaf's not available and I've had a regular cup of coffee, it has made me kind of shaky, but it doesn't feel like I feel like when I have a PTSD trigger at all. It just, but anyway, people do say cut down on caffeine. I would avoid regular large quantities of anything alcoholic or any kind of other substance abuse type thing. Some people say that milk before you go to bed or turkey helps you sleep or helps you relax. I haven't had any experience with that. I have had, interestingly, both bananas and avocados help me. As you have those at dinner or before you go to bed, they both have a lot of potassium in it, and the avocado also has magnesium, and it's worth trying. Honestly, I usually have a very good night's sleep if I've had a banana.
That's
before I go to bed. Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Right. The other thing is food with serotonin can help you if you're feeling nervous and you're having problems with sleeping. So popcorn, bagel, that kind of thing.
What about melatonin? Everyone says
I have tried that. It didn't help me too much. It's a whole different part of you, I guess. It doesn't really, like with the SSRIs, that hits the part of you that's affected. I don't know. It might help a person. I haven't had any luck with that. Some things can help. And like I said, I honestly have had success with avocados and bananas as relaxing.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add?
No, not with the medications and the supplements, and a good probiotic is always a nice thing. Yeah. And I do find they have a relaxing effect too, so I take that in the evening.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us for our series, Living with PTSD. Join us next time when we talk about therapists.
Yes.
Oh,
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
Right.
We'll be back.